Hey, good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I'm going to explain about applied linguistics, especially applied linguistics to foreign language teaching and learning. There are several main issues in this unit of this applied linguistics. This very first unit is actually the most important one in applied linguistics because you have to understand what applied linguistics is and also the relation between applied linguistics and other units involved in applied linguistics itself. So please pay attention on the explanation and also some questions related to the issues on applied linguistics. Okay, so some main issues of this unit are the first one, what is linguistic? So definition of the applied linguistic itself, and then number two, the relation between linguistics and applied linguistics. So how do linguistics and applied linguistics differ? Yeah, what's the difference between them? And then what is applied linguistics itself? And then when did applied linguistics develop as an independent area of study? Because it stands by itself. Yeah, applied linguistics as one of the courses that must be taken by students in English literature faculty. And then the main areas of concern of applied linguistics. And the last one, what will this focus on? And how is this course organized? Okay, let's continue. So what is linguistic? Before you understand about what applied linguistic is, you must know the definition of the linguistic itself. I believe that you have already got the linguistics explanation before in introduction to linguistic class. Yeah, because we have introduction to linguistic and the other one we have introduction to literature, right? So this is what is linguistic. So linguistic is the scientific study of language. So its primary goal is on the language itself. Yeah. So linguistic do work on specific languages, but their primary goal is to understand the nature of language in general. Yeah. So it's the nature of the language in general itself. So linguistics is primarily concerned with the nature of language and communication. So it has strong relationship between language and also communication, how the language is applied in our daily life. There are broadly three aspects to the study. The first one is language form, language meaning, and language use in discursive and communication contexts. Okay. Another explanation. It also deals with the study of particular languages and the search for general properties common to all languages or large groups of languages. Here are some questions that linguistics tries to answer. The first one, what distinguishes human language from other animal communication systems? We know that we as human and also animal have different form of communication systems, right? But does not mean that the animals do not speak. They also have their own language. And how to distinguish this system of human language from the animal communication system itself? Second one, what features are common to all human languages? The features, yeah. Then the third one, how are the modes of linguistic communication, such as speech, writing, sign language of the deaf related to each other? Yeah, because in linguistic communication, the language can be in the form of body gesture too. Yeah, so that's not always in sentences or in words, but we also consider the sign languages sign languages like happen on the deaf person, also related to the linguistic communication and how it can be related to this. Okay, next, how is language related to other types of human behavior? Yeah, and then what is language and how is it organized? And the last one, how is it analyzed? How are its units discovered and tested, etc.? Okay, so here are some branches of linguistics. Yeah, So, of course, in Introduction to Linguistics, you have already known some aspects or some branches of linguistics that the lecturer teaches you, right? So in linguistics, there are six branches of linguistics. The first one, we have pragmatics, dealing with the meaning of the sentences, implied meanings, especially, yeah. So these are all related to language. Phonology, the study of phoneme, or how you pronouncing the words, yeah. The system of the system of human pronunciation. And then we had phonetics. Phonetics and phonology is quite the same, yeah. But in phonetics, you learn how to write the phoneme and so on. And then we have morphology, how the words are actually formed, yeah. So there will be formulas and so on how it creates words. Syntax, also how we form sentences, yeah. The grammar, especially in grammatical or in structural form, yeah, in syntax. And we also have semantics, also dealing with meaning, okay. these areas these areas are actually explained in the certain class of each term, yeah. So you will meet pragmatics later, phonology class, phonetics class, morphology, and so on later, or even before this class taken. Next, we have interdisciplinary linguistics. So interdisciplinary studies or linguistics involve two or more academic disciplines which are considered distinct. The most common interdisciplinary branches of linguistics are, so these components or these studies are called interdisciplinary linguistic, like for example, historical linguistics, sociolinguistics, psycholinguistics, ethnolinguistics, or anthropological linguistics, computational linguistics, and also neurolinguistics. Now, before in our major, we studied about psycholinguistics, but probably we studied sociolinguistics and also psycholinguistics. Sociolinguistics actually quite the same with the pragmatics, because it involves language used in society, yeah, or in social use. Okay, so and also we have psycholinguistics. We studied this before, but not anymore, yeah. In this interdisciplinary linguistics. So those which are studied by this major were sociolinguistics and also psycholinguistics. Okay, this is the history of the applied linguistics itself. When did it all begin? So we come to the applied linguistics. The term applied linguistics, or AL, is an Anglo-American cognac. It was founded first at the University of Edinburgh School of Applied Linguistics in 1956, then at the Center of Applied Linguistics in Washington, D.C. in 1957. Okay, still, when did it all begin? So based on the British Association of Applied Linguistics, or BAAL, was formally established in 1967 with the following aims: the advancement of education by fostering and promoting by any lawful charitable means, the study of language use, language acquisitions, how the language is acquired by human, and language teaching, and the fostering of interdisciplinary collaboration in this study. So this actually based on Baal, it states about what we studied in the applied linguistics itself. And then it was largely taken for granted in the 1960s and 1970s that applied linguistics was about language teaching, how the language is taught to other persons or people. Applied linguistics entails using what we know about language, about how it is used, and about how it is learned in order to solve problems in the real world. And this applied linguistics uses language-related research in a wide variety of fields. Yeah, for example, language acquisition, language teaching, literacy, gender studies, language policy, speech therapy, therapy, discourse analysis, censorship, workplace communication, media studies, translation, lexicography, and also forensic linguistics. So it's actually a wide, it has wide aspects that we actually studied in the applied linguistics itself. And then AL, or the applied linguistics, is the utilization of the knowledge about the nature of language achieved by linguistic research for the improvement of the efficiency of some practical tasks in which language is central component. So this is according to Corder 1974. Yeah, so the AL itself is the utilization of the knowledge, the language knowledge in human life. The utilization, the application of the knowledge itself. And then based on Smith and Murcia 2002, applied linguistics is using what we know about first is language, how it is learned, and how it is used in order to achieve some purpose or solve some problem in the real world. So that's why we study the applied linguistics here. Okay, for the next explanation will be explained in the next videos. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.